Hello lovely Aries, how are you? I am at the moment filming from the boy's bedroom, his student bedroom. He is an Aries, so I'm kind of, and I've got my, you can't even see it actually, my Aries, no I won't back down, t-shirt on. So all is well, okay? We're in an Aries environment. And I would say, and what's coming to mind for me straight away is don't underestimate the Aries. I underestimate the boy because he's my boy and that's what mums do. But honestly, full disclosure, I just bought myself a coffee from a little independent coffee shop down the road. Amazing. And I needed some sugar and I went in the boys' cupboard and I was expecting, you know, 27 packets of jerky and a bottle of vodka or something. And no, he had everything in there, like maybe 20 different herbs and spices, cooking stuff. I underestimate him too much. So I think it's a message for you too. Don't underestimate yourself. Okay, I know you come across as very confident, but I also know that Aries have hidden insecurities, which they keep very, very undercover. Let me know in the comments if you want to. I'm like, tell me your hidden insecurities in the comments. Yes, Gemma, I'm about to type. That is amazing. Okay, I got good news for you. First of all, you get a leg up, which I always say it's a leg up and not a leg over. Is that good news? I don't know, maybe a leg over would be good news. But you get it anyway, and this is about getting a favour, someone paying it forward, someone elevating you in some way. So let's say, and the first half of your reading will be a general reading. It's about, you know, what vibes are around for you in August 2025, and what can you expect, what are the pitfalls, how's it going to go for you with Mercury retrograde until the sort of 10th. We're coming up to eclipse season, so we're going to look at that. If this, and then in the second half, there's a great card on the table, that's your love reading, love and relationships, and there will also be an extended love reading as there is every month, and that will be linked below. Okay, leg up, not a leg over. This can be somebody offering you a job, this can be somebody offering you an opportunity. But of course, bear in mind that we are in Mercury retrograde, so it could be like, it could be a bit left field, it probably will be, and it could definitely be a bit weird. But Aries aren't afraid of something a bit weird. And normally I would say it's more the water signs that get the weird stuff coming their way, but it's your turn in August. Enjoy it. Also, if there's something that you're trying to do, and Aries can really focus when they want something, you know, not like us Pisceans, we're like, yeah, maybe I can manifest it into being by just sitting here and eating marshmallows all day and watching Grey's Anatomy. Aries are very much more, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and then that's how that's going to happen. I'm just going to put my watch on there. So it's not all your own efforts. You may find, just think of it as like, you know, in the Rider-Waite, when you've got the aces, and sometimes other ones as well, you get a massive cosmic hand. And it's either holding the Ace of Wands, or it might be, is it just on the aces? Anyway, you get a massive cosmic hand. Think of yourselves as having a massive cosmic hand, and it's the universe going, I've got this, I'm picking up the tab. Now, this isn't the kind of thing you can just dial in, but having said that, you can leave yourself more open to it than closed. So give yourself the best chance in August. I mean, it's not traditionally a time for looking for jobs, but actually, who cares about what traditionally is? Because it's not a traditional month for you. There's something exceptional going on with you, and there's something exceptional about you. And, you know, that might make you feel a bit bashful, but I'm here to say it. I'm going to show you this card in a minute when I do the love reading, because why not? That's too good to be true. Okay, I'm going to use that one. The reason I'm using this Divine Deco is because I kind of had a little premonition of reading for Aries using it. I know, so we can't not do it now, can we? No. The boy will be arriving soon, actually, Aries. So I've been cleaning his student house a bit. I've just done the washing machine. How bad is it? I mean, there's 4 boys live here, but how bad is it when you have to wash the washing machine? Do you know what I mean? Yes. I went to the special like hardware shop and I got a thing like called washing machine washer. We had got to that point. He kept saying to me, Mum, Mum. He doesn't always sound like that, but you know what I mean. Mum, my washing smells like old dogs. I was like, oh God. And I can just tell it's probably 4 of them stuffing, like getting it in there, then getting their foot and like, you know, whacking it in as much as they can possibly stuff in there. And it did, so I opened it, it did smell of old dogs. I am getting cards for you, by the way, while I'm telling you about the boy. So I thought, this is, yeah, so washing machine cleaner is going on down there. As we speak, it's churning round and round. The rest of the family are coming as well to stay in this house, so I've had to do quite a lot of cleaning. I've stocked the fridge, but I had to clean it before I stocked it. I chucked out some kind, I can't even identify what I chucked out, but I chucked it out. Okay, this is looking pretty good for you. And can I just say, perhaps in the relationship department as well. Ooh. Okay. Bottom of the deck. Page of Wands. Always a lovely card to get for lovely Aries because you're a fire sign, it's wands, blah, blah, blah. We love it. It also means that something's kind of kicking off. And we've all been in, it's been quite a weird Mercury retrograde that we've been in. It's retrograde in Leo, and I dread to say this, I'm going to touch this incredibly cheap pine wardrobe to my right. Oh my God, it feels... God, it takes me back to my student days. The Mercury retrograde that we've had has felt more exciting to me than your normal Mercury retrograde. And I suspect that you being a fire sign, it's going to activate more than it deactivates. So in other words, it's going to help you more than it hinders you. And I'm pleased with that. Now, the first 2 cards I got, and this is really unusual, is the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups next to each other. This is a very well shuffled deck. And I don't know why, but when it comes to getting kings and queens together, like, you know, coming out of the pack together, as if they've been like getting it on when they were in the tarot deck. That coffee's starting to kick in, can you tell? It's never normally the King and Queen of Cups. Now, normally, King and Queen of Wands, they're always out. They come to the opening of an envelope. They're like, yeah, I'm in. I'm out, Gemma. I'm out. I'm on the table. Look at me. But King and Queen, you get King and Queen of Swords as well. They come out in a sort of, we're very organised and we're both on time and we like to meal prep and have a lot of Tupperware going on. King and Queen of Pentacles, they're rare as well, actually. But the rarest is the King and Queen of Cups. Maybe they're just like, you know, really reclusive. I don't know. But you've got them. Now, I feel like it's going to play into love and relationships because these 2 are like telepathically simpatico. They are so symbiotic. They are so kind of joined together. They are so Jerry Maguire, you know, it's a you complete me situation. How to nauseate the Aries. I know what you lot are like, because the boy's in Aries and my best friend is an Aries who lives at the bottom of my road, who I tell you about on the daily sometimes. If you haven't had the pleasure of one of my daily tarot readings, do subscribe to the channel, and you may be one of the lucky 7% that YouTube actually informs that there is a daily reading available. But I do them every day, and I talk a lot about I'm a Pisces. My Bezzy mate is an Aries, and she lives at the bottom of my road. We've been friends since we were 11. And she's very Aries, like she's a early Aries, so she's quiet, and she just is so Aries. So you're not necessarily into, well, you're not. I mean, I'm thinking of her as well in terms of relationships. It's not the we're together, you know, you're not like that. You have, like, I'm sure she probably, I don't know if she'll mind me telling you, but I've had a coffee, what can I say? Her and her partner, they both do stuff, snowboarding, you know, they go on holidays. Each one of them has a very defined life, which they can bring together or they can do apart. They've been together forever, you know, for ages. And can I just say that I introduced them on a blind date? Thank you very much. I was actually seeing his friend, and his friend turned out to be a complete dud. Don't you just hate that? And then I met this guy and thought, you're perfect for my friend, the Aries. And was I right? Yes, I was. So years later, they're still together, but they have this sense of independence. And particularly for you, Aries women, you need that in a partner. You need that. You need to know they've got their own thing going on, and you need to respect them. Because if you can't, you're not afraid to walk away as an Aries. So I know that I'm not really talking to traditionally the language you would like to hear, because this is a real, like, you know, this situation. So in terms of putting this into context for like a general reading, this is people who understand you. And in August, you are going to find the opportunity to be among people who really understand you. Whether that be in relationship, in the workplace, in general. And seek them out as well. Because it's very important that you get to have that exchange of ideas, because it's really going to take you somewhere. It's really interesting. You've got a massive leap to make. And it's like they're your partner in crime. If you're a single Aries and you're looking for, you know, a decent relationship with someone who gets you, get yourself out there, because it could definitely be a time when it happens for you. It's coming to an emotional understanding. It's getting each other, and I love it for you. At the same time, I also get the Two of Swords, which everybody's had this month. Ugh. Two of Swords. We've got Mercury retrograde until, I don't know, the 8th or the 10th or something like that. For me, the sort of hangover of Mercury retrograde doesn't really clear until about, I think it's the 23rd, when we have a new moon in Virgo, which is one of two that we have. We've got a new moon in Virgo on the 23rd of August, and then we have a new moon partial solar eclipse on the 21st, I think, of September. So if there's a lack of clarity going on in whatever area of your life this falls, do not seek to make it clearer. It's not supposed to be clear yet. It can come clearer and will come clearer after the 23rd of August. So until then, you're in this energy. So anything that is weird, anything that is spiritual, anything that is unexplainable, telepathic, whatever, go for it, jump straight in, don't look for clarity or explanation. You also get the Hierophant, which is about seeking higher knowledge. And almost whether you like it or not, you're going to be seeking higher knowledge. So this could also be a cue for you to start studying. Let me know in the comments if any of you are starting studying. And I don't mean your traditional, you know, term time, we start in September, you know, like you're going to university. I mean like adult learning. I'm always doing something like that. I'm always learning about something. Because I believe that, this is like, it's going to sound really wanky, but I do believe that life is university for life for everybody. A bit like the Greeks. You're always learning about something, whatever it is, however weird or wonderful. And make sure you stay alive to that and that you're learning what you find fascinating and interesting. Another Aries friend of mine collected fossils. Went out and got them, didn't just collect them like off eBay, but went out and actually found them, you know, and then got them and brought them back. It doesn't matter what it is, but fulfill your own delight. Okay, we've got the Nine of Wands, which is a bit of an on guard if we were fencing, you know, it's not how you fence. I don't know how to fence. It's a bit of an on guard of a card, but at the same time, I don't ever really feel like I need to tell Aries to have boundaries, because I feel like Aries already do have them. Four of Pentacles comes in, which is about making sure that you are catered for financially, in terms of your security, in terms of where you live, that you're doing your best for yourself. And remember, of course, a leg up, not a leg over, although we're about to do your love reading, so that could all change. You may get some help in that department. Shall we look at your love reading? Yes. I'm going to get my special cards out for the erection section. Okay. These are hot cards. Tst. Scarlet Rose Tarot. This coffee is strong. Woof. Okay, let me just slide that back. I'm working off the boys' student desk, which, you know, I'm surprised it's holding up. Let's just put it that way. Now, can I show you? I've been keeping this from you, but I didn't want to keep it from you. You got that. Soulmates. Soulmates. I love this card. The key and the lock. Love me a penguin. Apart from, I don't know if you've seen that one with David Attenborough, like this massive penguin program. And it's just like, it's just laced with tragedy and like all these penguins shuffling around eggs and stuff, and all goes wrong. And I'm like, but apart from that, love penguins. So, soulmates. Now, this could be your literal soulmate. I would say that my best mate from down the bottom of the road is one of my soulmates, actually. Been friends since we were first day of school. How lucky are you when you get... I realise I'm very, very lucky, actually. I met my key friends early. Like, I met them pretty much the first year of school. And I've been friends with them ever since and lived near them ever since. Especially her. I remember we used to fantasize about, wouldn't it be amazing if you lived at the bottom of my road? And now she does, which is gorgeous. Okay, so it could be about friendship, it could be about love, but it's bloody nice. So let's just not take away from it. Then you get the Four of Wands, which, let me tell you, is also a gorgeous card. It's a portal card, and it's a card that unlocks luck and magic and trying something and unexpected. And sometimes, and this depends what you want in your love life, if you're kind of wanting something to happen, just create as much opportunity as you can for it to happen. You don't have to force it to happen. It never works if you do, and everybody hates it if they've forced it anyway. But just make sure that you're open to the signs, to the juju, to the symbols, whatever it is that say to you, I should really do this, or I should really do that, or why don't I do the other? Okay, I'm being directed to take a shaman's dream for your love life. Basically, your love life is in a kind of exalted state where anything can happen and dreams can come true. I'm just going to write that down. I was saying the other day, I was absolutely amazed on the boy's desk to find an actual pencil, can I say. I don't know if he uses it, but I'm still pretty staggered. Right, I'm just going to write that down for you because it's important. It's a really nice reading for you, actually. I get a really, really good vibe, and I love that I'm reading for you in the boys' room. And I love the boys' room, even though it's like got a massive daub of bird shit on the window, and can I say all over the front door as well, and I could barely get in here because of the brambles. But apart from that, just has a really good vibe. It's not about being in a, you know, you can go to some amazing houses. Oh yes, and they don't give you a good vibe, you know, or you can go to this one, which is essentially really tatty and, you know, all the rest of it. But it's a very nice vibe reading for you, Aries, in this. God, this deck, the Shaman's Dream, the cards are never the same. Right, you get deep quiet, meditation and stillness. I like that. So if you have a problem in your love life, or anything you want to manifest, you want to happen, you want, I mean, I realise I'm talking to Aries here, but you know what I mean. You're here, you know, this is a fairly mystical channel, so you obviously know how to do that kind of thing. Got wonky £1.29 glasses on. Don't be afraid to meditate on it and to really envisage it in your mind, because thoughts become things, okay? And I do feel with the Four of Wands that you've got a little kind of portal of time here, probably in the second half of August, where anything that you conjure up could happen. So make sure you're conjuring up something nice. And then you get Metox. I know, that's quite nauseating, isn't it, Metox? Repairing the body, mind and spirit. Now, Aries, if you push yourself too far in whatever department, sometimes your body will catch up with you as an Aries before your mind does, okay? So look out in whatever's going on in your relationship for anything physical coming first, or just giving you a sort of warning. Okay. Ooh, you're getting a lot of that kind of a vibe. Okay. So for those of you that are in a little bit of relationship strife, you're going to get some clarity, particularly around or after the 23rd of August. Next card I get for you is this pretty gorgeous, this is a very Aries colour, by the way, the Hermit card. Now, the Hermit is all about the magic of the lamp and things being kind of going within, okay? So the truth lies within you, the power lies within you to transform any relationship or even conjure one out of thin air. So if that appeals to you, go and look up some manifesting techniques that will suit you. You know, not ones that are really making you angry or cross or you don't believe in, but ones that really chime with you. We get the Five of Wands, which is a communication that's a little bit jangly and a little bit difficult and a little bit hard to sort out, with the Ace of Swords. So Five of Wands to the Ace of Swords, you will get some real clarity around the time of the 23rd. So if you've been waiting for that, wait no more, okay? Yeah, Knight of Swords. This is a communication coming in. If you've been waiting to have a talk with someone, or you've been wanting something to become clearer, that can very much happen around that time of the 23rd. Before then, I wouldn't bother trying, because no one's getting a straight answer before then, no matter what. Yes. And then you get Temperance, which I really like. Temperance is about, especially if you want to know something and you're curious, it's about taking the rough with the smooth, feeling the timing of things, feeling the season of things, feeling whether it's, you know, time to twist or stick, and you will get that. You will get that hint from the universe. You don't have to go looking too hard for it, and I think it's really important that you don't. Relationships should not be hard work for you. That's a very easy way in August for you to know if it's right or not. If it's hard work, it's wrong, because this is beautiful, this is easy, this is simpatico, and this is flow. In the extended reading, I'm going to look at who is the other side of this connection. What do you need to know about it? I'm going to look at the King and Queen of Cups a little bit as well. What do we need to know about this person? How do they feel about you? What is the dynamic between you? What may be the obstacle or shadow side that you need to know about? And what is the best way forward? You got the best of that coffee out of me. I'll see you on the other side. If you want the link, it will be the first link in the description box. Namaste.